center. On 1st and 10. Moore caught left side. It's Beckham Jr. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No.
Conner. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
I'm going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That's what David Johnson on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Johnson.
His defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
Toward the side.
Toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He'll find you. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all.
Though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Again, it's Conner. And he's going to get this back to the 3.
That's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Boswell's kick is good. His numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense.
Running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've put...
Here we go! To throw is Moore. Throwing again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Back in the pocket, and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being
under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Finding room inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That good for... They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down...
Nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This will be caught at about the 5.
He can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there.
Put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot. Maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2.
Defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across.
From methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
Than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackle call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there.
And that's a side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you're...
And the pressure gets to him again. Myles. Here's Moore on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to
the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to team the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. Take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. direction. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Moore over the middle to Beckham. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Moore now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham.
Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last total. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they...
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel.
Coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is hit pretty hard.
Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. This will be caught at about the 6.
They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Running out here on the play clock. Now Moore on first and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This one complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Play clock winding down. Now Moore. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go. 190.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The first down carry here for Johnson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a third and a...
He had in the first half go because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw. Moore. This will be caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This fielded at the 2. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 17-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
23 yards on the play.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got some real estate inside the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Going deep here for Bryant. Unable to, and that's caught inside the 30. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And even 40 yards. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw again is Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Then to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you've still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On second down, Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a handoff, Johnson. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points.